Introduce yourself.
Yeah. So hi, this is Anisha. So currently I'm working in Accenture and I have experience of more than 8 years in Accenture. So from 2015 till to 2020, I have worked in the EDM project where I was working on SSMS and VB script Java. I was using little bit Java, and later I was moved to project where I have worked on software testing. That was the functional testing, and I have used API also, and I have expertise in SSMS as well.
Okay, what is a procedure for software development life cycle?
Yeah, so it depends on project, like which kind of project, whether it is a long time, short time. So based on that, we are using that software testing process. Sorry,
Okay,
software development process.
okay. Explain about the software development life cycle.
Yeah, so first, requirement analysis is done. So in that phase, we just gather all the required, whatever. Yeah. So in this phase, we get all the requirement which is required to get the product, and we take the input from customer and get the requirement. And is like feasibility study. So in this phase, we check whether that is feasible or not, and then there's uh, planning, then code deployment, then testing, and then there will be like testing phase. And once it is done, there will be UAT performed by end users. And once product is ready, it will be handed over to customer.
Then any other process you remember for software development life cycle?
Yeah, just let me recall it. Like first is requirement analysis, then feasibility study, then
Then
planning, and then code code development, then code deployment, then testing. This is the steps which
okay,
I.
okay, fine. So what is a waterfall model?
Waterfall is iterative model, uh, iterative and incremental model. Where another phase, like suppose if we are working on first step, that is requirement analysis, then whenever first step is completed, then only we will be proceeding for next step. So it will be like one first step should be completed, then we'll be proceeding for next step. So this is waterfall model, and this is suitable for long type of project where requirement is not getting changed very frequently.
Okay. What is spiral model?
Spiral model is a incremental and approach where change is allowed at any moment of time. Like once there's I'm getting a bit nervous.
Okay.
Okay, so so first feasibility study is done, and then I have to define the steps, or I have to tell what is that model.
Okay, whatever you know, explain that.
Yeah, so this is an incremental approach where change is allowed, and it is used for model which is having small type of project. And here resources are getting more utilized because changes are but whenever we think of change, it should be like one spiral is complete, then only we'll be proceeding for next step, and any change will be allowed in that particular model. Not like in between we can take any changes. First that spiral needs to be completed, then only we'll be moving to next based on the requirement.
Okay, what is a verification and validation model?
Verification and validation in this model, uh, verification, we start the testing at very early stage, and in verification, changes are very easily changes can be done very easily, whereas in validation model, because already development has been started, it is hard to change the requirement. So it is hard to change in verification of model. So verification is kind of walkthrough of process, and validation is like we we do the documentation and all. So this is the difference between verification and validation model. And one more thing, like in verification model, the product which will get delivered, it will be of good quality product because we have started the testing at very early stage.
Okay. So what is a prototype model?
Yeah, prototype model, first we'll be like developing small model kind of like product, and it will be shown to customer, and then they will provide their input. Based on that, we can take it further. So like we will follow all the phases like we did for other as well, like requirement collection and then feasibility study. These all steps will be covered in that as well.
Okay, what is the difference between black box testing and white box testing?
Black box testing is usually done by developers, and white box testing is done by testers. So and black box testing, like sorry, yeah. So in white box testing, we have different type of testing, like integration testing. Then we have system testing, and like UA testing is also included in that. And in this field, we do multiple kind of testing.
Okay. What is component testing?
When two or more modules are clubbed together and the testing is performed is known as component testing.
What is system testing?
System testing is done when all the components are integrated together and we try to execute our suit, whatever it is there, and it is working all as expected or not. So that is system testing.
What is difference between test scenario and test cases?
Test scenario is like overview of functions, like what all function we have in that particular product, and test cases is like detailed description. Test scenario is high level definition of the function, and test cases we check whether the output result.
Okay. What is the test case design techniques?
Um, Test case design technique with respect to any product. Like, can you please explain the question?
In general, what is test case design techniques? General definition or explanation.
Okay, test case design technique. So basically, whenever any test case is prepared, first we try to understand the requirement, what exactly the like requirement is for that particular product. Then planning is done for that. Then feasibility study is done whether like then sorry, test planning is done. Then test scenario development is done. Then test plan. Then traceability metrics will be created, and then execute test scenarios, and then we will be doing defect tracing, then test case report, and then we will have the retrospective update, or we can tell like test closer meeting. This is what we follow.
Okay. What is the procedure to review the test cases?
Yeah, so whenever we are reviewing any test cases, we should not think who has written the test case. We should always focus on the test cases are proper or not. If we find anything which needs to be added, we should always add in comment rather than changing in the document.
Okay. So what is regression testing?
Regression testing is done to ensure whatever changes we are doing in the code that should not have an adverse effect on the existing software.
How many types of regression testing we have?
Uh, Regression testing, type of regression testing. I'm not sure, but I think bottom up, sandwich, and top down something.
Okay. Mm. Okay, what is smoke testing and sanity testing difference?
Yeah, smoke testing. Okay. In smoke testing, we first check whether build is stable or not, and like smoke testing is kind of uh, health checkup to the build, and we like check all basic and critical functionality is working as expected or not.
Okay. What is a sprint planning meeting and sprint retrospective meeting?
In sprint retrospective meeting, basically we talk about what went well and what didn't go well, and we talk about plans and sprint planning meeting, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So in sprint planning meeting, we use that is done by the scrum master or product manager or product owner, where like all the developers and tester will be there in that meeting, and they will plan the sprint, what all needs to be delivered in this particular interval of time.
Okay. So what is a software testing life cycle?
Yeah, software testing life cycle is a process that must be followed to get a high quality product. So in that first will be like requirement. It is a like part of software development life cycle where we are testing the product. So first is like requirement analysis, then test planning, test scenario execution, and then traceability metrics, then execute a test scenario, and then we will have test plan execution, and then sorry, yeah. Next will be like retrospective update and text closure.
What is a traceability metrics?
Traceability is a matrix where we try to ensure all the function or all the required function are getting tested at least once. We are not missing any important feature which should be tested.
Okay. What is release notes? What does it consist of?
Yeah, release note is a kind of note that will be handed over to the client post development of the product, which will have all detail like installation, what all will be the compatible environment, what all software like version is there, what all bug fixes we have, and it will consist of like detailed description about the product, what all changes we have done, these things.
Okay. What is hotfix?
Hot fix which will be given by given by the developers in case any bug or any high priority like if defect is like identified by the end users, then it will be tested in the lower environment and same will be handed over to the production post getting the testing sign off.
Okay. What is API?
API is known as application programming interface. It is the one of the mandatory things which needs to be present to communicate between the softwares.
Okay. What is API testing?
API testing is done to ensure the response which we are getting is as according to the testing plan or as according to the what you call response we should receive. So that depends on the curl command which are given to us. So that is
Okay. So what are the HTTP methods?
get, post, update, get, post, patch, delete. These are the methods which are used in HTTP.
Can you explain each of them?
Required when we have to fetch any data, update if we need to update any data, post can like there's difference between get and like post and patch. So post is used to update all the data. Post is used to update. If I have 5 fields, then we need to update 3 fields. Then we have to use the post. And if we have to update all the fields, then we have to use the patch.
Okay. What is a postman?
Postman is a tool which is used to do the API testing.
Okay. What are the HTTP status code we have?
Yeah, and there is 200 series. That is okay. And then there is 300 series. Then 204 is no content. Then 4 button, where like we don't have request to do or authority to do that thing. Then 404 is request not found. 500 internal server error, and 503 service error.
What are the client side error and server side error?
500 is called client side error. 500 is called server side error, where we need to go back and check where is the error in the code.
Okay. So what is the difference between REST API and SOAP API?
REST is basic representational state transfer protocol, and it has if it follows few kind of hierarchy, then it will treat it as REST. So it should be like code on demand. Then it should like it should be a type of cacheable memory, and yeah, I remember this. And it should be stateless. If it follows these kind of protocol, then it will be like REST API.
Okay. What is the difference between API testing and unit testing?
Yeah, so unit testing is done on particular unit to ensure the function is working as expected or not. So for that, we have to create that scenario test cases, and we have to check expected result versus expected output. Whereas testing a API, we have to ensure that all the URLs or API which are handed over to us, that is working as expected. We are getting the same response code which are sent in the curl command.
Okay. Can you say two integration scenario and two system scenario of a Zoom application?
Integration scenario for Zoom application, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, so you verify user is able to log in to the Zoom application.
Mhm.
Verify user is able to turn on his video.
Mhm.
Verify if user is able to end the session.
Mhm.
Verify if user is able to chat with another user.
Mhm.
This is all for integration testing. If we talk about unit testing, suppose if I'm working,
System testing for Zoom.
yeah, system testing I have already given. And now
Mhm.
you have asked for unit, right?
No, I asked for system testing and integration testing for Zoom application.
Okay. So in so I've already given for four scenarios. First was like to verify if login is working. Second, to verify if user is able to turn on the video.
Mhm.
If user is able to turn on his mic. If
Mhm.
user is able to communicate with the end user, and user is able to end the session. This is for system testing.
Mhm.
And second, we can take two basic feature example. Login should verify if login is working. Verify if user is able to turn on the video, and they can chat. Verify if they are able to chat over the Zoom, and if data is getting sent properly, like both the end users should be able to hear the data whatever they are talking. So basically, that is a subset about the testing scenarios.
And for integration Zoom scenario,
Integration will have all end-to-end testing with all the features.
can you say two integration scenario for Zoom?
Okay, so for mm, verify user is able to video call. verify if user is able to talk on Zoom.
Hmm.
Verify if user is able to end the call.
Okay. What are the SQL languages we have?
There are total 4 type of SQL language: DDL, data definition language, data manipulation language, data DDL, DML, uh, and data definition language. There are 3 types.
How many data definition languages we have? Means what all commands we have in data definition language?
Data definition: insert, update, select.
Okay. What is the difference between commit and rollback?
If we are doing that, then those changes cannot be rolled back. And rollback is a step in which we can go to initial stage again.
Okay. What is the difference between drop and truncate?
In drop, the truncate will not delete the structure of the table, whereas truncate will drop will drop whole table from the database.
What is a projection, selection, and joins?
Uh, Sorry, can you please repeat again?
Means what is projection, what is selection, and what is joins?
Okay, so joining is done between the two tables, where we can do the joining at by using any foreign key between two tables. And joining, there are multiple type of joining like inner join, outer join, left outer join, right outer join, these things. And projection can be done on a row, and selection can be done on a column. Select will give all the data which is requested, like select asterisk from table name.
Okay. What is the data integrity?
Data integrity uh, as one of what you call one of the sorry, just give me 1 minute, please. Data integrity is, we can refer as that must be data integrity. We can use normalization to do the data integrity, so that that can be like go throughout.
Hmm.
That must be done.
What is a like operator?
Like operator is used to find out some values from the table. Suppose I'm doing like semicolon person like. If I'm searching for Anisha, then I can give percentage and I can find the data.
Okay. What is primary key and foreign key?
Yeah, primary key is a unique value in any table, which is a unique reference number, whereas a foreign key is a we can call it, foreign key is a table which is used as reference for the primary key in the first table.
Okay. What are constraints?
Constants are the like identity which cannot be changed throughout, which will remain same.
Okay. What is a check?
What is a
Check.
CHEK? Check.
CHECK.
CHEK. Is a part of DBMS, sorry, is this a part of SQL or?
Yes, it is part of SQL. Is it not taught in your batch? Check.
I don't remember. I have missed 1 or 2 class. I don't
Okay.
remember that.
Okay. Okay. No, no worries. Okay. What is aggregate functions?
Aggregate function is like used whenever any group by condition is used. We should use aggregate function.
Mention the aggregate functions.
Here, select max salary from table employee or table. We can give any table name. Group by like we have to
Just
give.
mention the aggregate functions. No need to tell the syntax.
Okay, okay. So we can do group by job type.
Okay. And any other aggregate function we have?
Uh,
What all
uh,
aggregate functions, if you remember aggregate functions, what all we have?
yeah, we like I remember there was few other functions. Uh, like group, like greater than, less than. These are operators. Sorry. Uh, I don't remember as well.
Okay. What is a grouping?
Grouping is done on a table to get particular data.
Okay.
So like yeah,
Okay. What is sorting?
sorting can be done to find out any value in any table.
Hmm.
Like we can do order by one descending, order by one ascending, or order by any column. In this we can achieve a sorting.
What is the syntax for a in operator?
Yeah, like if we want to get like date in between, we can use that. You
And
want me to tell syntax?
yes.
Select asterisk from table employee where date in we can give.
Okay. Can you write a query to display all salesmen whose salary is greater than 1500?
Yeah, select asterisk. Select. I can show all the rows or only name I should get.
Means select all the salesmen whose salary greater than 1500, means name of the salesman. What is the syntax?
Okay. Select salesman as name from employee table where salary greater than given condition.
Mhm. Okay. And find out the, and can you write a query about this about this program which you said now by sharing screen in a notepad?
Yeah, okay. 1 second, please. Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
Is my screen up?
Yes, now visible.
You asked 5,000, right?
1500.
1,500. Select salesman as name from employee where salary greater than 1,500.
Okay, fine. Shall I close the sharing?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay, Anisha, thank you. Your manual and API answered you have done correctly. SQL needs some slightly more preparation. Those aggregate functions were min, max, Count
Oh,
those things.
yeah, I know about that. I was a little nervous. This was my
Yeah,
first
that
interview.
nervousness you need to remove in the real interview. That is
Yeah,
hampering your potential, not allowing to give you 100%. So you need to practice watching, you need to watch mock interview videos more, and then in this way you can practice.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I will do that.